Just wanted to give a huge thank you to Lilith for the anniversary contest reward, Dear Adventure. Thank you for creating such an amazing video for the AFK Arena contest on Facebook. Look at that, we got 10,000 diamonds. So again, thank you, Lilith, and let's get into the video. Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with the Lightbearer account, and it is going to be a very, very pivotal day. So very cool. Let's go ahead and look at our team. Here we have our set of 5 Lightbearers. We have 2 signature items plus 30. At this point, we have Gwyneth unlocked. Astrilda is going to be the next hero that we're building. Depending if we get copies of Cecilia or Oscar, we might build them. But the combination of Astrilda paired with Gwyneth is very, very powerful when it comes to the campaign. And Astrilda has a lot of utility with her rework to increase the survivability of the back line. So very, very cool to see. As you can see, Belinda, we already have all decked out, all of her T1 gear with her plus 30 signature item. Lucius, we're working on taking his signature item a little bit higher, getting it up to plus 30. Rowan, of course, he was our primary, getting to plus 30 first. Here, Rosaline, again, a lot of damage that she brings, getting her signature item up as well. Folks, we have at plus 20. He's really good at plus 20, so I think we're going to keep him at that signature item. And then we do have Gwyneth, which may go to plus 20 today, depending on the summons that we do and the amount of amplifying emblems we get at that point. So we'll go ahead. The other big thing is, if you look, we have 4 of our 5 heroes at level 240. So we will be able to get our 5th and final hero up to 240, unlocking the resonating crystal. And we'll see exactly how far we can push this team, because once they go above 240, it increases everybody's level, which we'll see in a little bit. First, we'll get into the summons. So we'll always start with our soul stones, which we have 3 of them here. A copy of Lucius, very, very solid from a elite soul stone perspective. We'll go ahead and use our rare ones, quite a bit that we got out of the event that's going on right now. So we'll go ahead and ascend those really quick, and that will add another star there to Lucius, which is absolutely awesome. That'll put him at 2 stars. Go ahead and collect these up just in case there's one there. So the wish list, we did change a little bit. So I took Rose out of the wish list. The logic behind it is, when you look at my overall team comp, I have Belinda and Falks already at 5 stars, so I don't need more copies of those. The Challenger store only offers Rose at this point, because I have the other 2 Lightbearers all unlocked. So taking her out with the Challenger store, we're going to be buying copies of her until we get her to 5 stars, or if we pull natural pulls between the Elite Soul Stones or other places that we pull them. So Lucius and Rowan, we still want to get to 5 stars. Cecilia and Oscar, we might build. Astrilda's who we're focusing on, and he is the hero we are buying now out of the Labyrinth store. So, or her. I know she is a female, but buying her out of the Labyrinth store. So this will be it. Hendrik, we might build in the future, but I think eventually, even over the next few weeks or few months, we're going to run out of Lightbearer heroes. So we might have to stack fodder into here, just because we'll start seeing a lot more 5-star Lightbearer heroes. Let's start with our friendship summons. We do have 2 10 pulls here, which got quite a bit of fodder on that pull. In the rare cards and the other factions, an elite there off of our friendship pull, which is Saurus. Very nice. If you have not popped Saurus into your wish list, please do it now. He is an absolute monster when it comes to the bosses, which I believe I did put him in here. Yep, Saurus is in here. He does a truckload of damage when it comes to the boss fight, so making sure that he's in your lineup, even at Elite, Elite Plus, if you can get a signature item, absolutely phenomenal. And another Elite right there, a copy of Rowan, very nice. We got Lucius and Rowan, and we got Saurus. So we are just continuing to build this account. Look at that, a quad, a 4 pull. Ah, Astrilda, which we need, Tassie, which is awesome, a copy of Verk, and a copy of K-Sauce. Wow. With the quad pulls, that would be essentially over the last month, I've done 3 quad pulls, 4 pulls, which is absolutely crazy. We got Astrilda, who we're looking for, Tassie, who is an S+ Wilder hero, and both K-Sauce and Verk are very, very powerful with the Maulers. Talk about an amazing pull right there. Very, very cool to see. And a lot of rares there. Let's see, that gives us an Elite Plus Kasos, Verk, and Tassie. With some more fodder there as well. A couple more summons, and we do have a card on the table, so we'll be able to pull another Lightbearer out of there. And a double, look at that. Talk about some Lightbearer love, and Odin unlocked him as well. So go ahead and we'll collect up our diamonds really quick here. And I don't like going through the other screen and actually running through and collecting them. And another copy of Kasos. Very, very cool. We got quite a few more emblems. Let's go ahead and check the shop. We might have enough, which we do, for another summons here. Hopefully it's going to be a Lightbearer. Fingers crossed. We almost have enough for another one. Iran. Very, very exciting. Definitely, he is the main carry on the Wilder Tower. Does absolutely phenomenal. A ton of damage, a ton of CC. And we're still looking for Oscar or Cecilia, either one of those, or Strilda, which we got a copy of Hendrik. I'm okay with that too. So let's go ahead and look at our team here. That brings us Hendrik to Elite Plus. So here we will go ahead and add another star to Lucius at this point, bringing him to 2 stars. Strilda, we're going to go ahead and get her up because she is going to be the next hero. Even though I don't have more copies of her at this point, I think I do have a couple copies. Here we could actually use Rain, which I think I'm going to use Rain. Rain is a hero. A lot of people say fodder. A lot of people say absolutely no way. But Strilda is a hero that I will use. I have 1 copy right there of her. So that's unfortunately all that we have right now. So we'll just park her kind of where she's at. I do want to go ahead and get her signature item up just because we don't have any hero we're working on right now. So we can go ahead and just get her signature item up because we will use her. We know she's a hero we are going to build. But with her rework, with her signature item, so powerful to increase the survivability of the back line and still having the ability to charge right through enemies. So we'll get it all the way to +9. We'll be able to get it to +10 very, very soon. All right, so here is the big moment. So Falks is going to be going to, there it is, 221. If you guys have not seen this yet, it's very cool when you unlock it because you can actually go, there we go, 240. Now it says, I can feel a strong force emanating from the resonating crystal. Quick, let's investigate. So when we go here to the resonating crystal, raise max level limit. As you can see, the button in the bottom changes. So it actually, all of the heroes disappear from the crystal. Their essence goes into the crystal itself. And there we go, 240. The crystal's energy has been released. It is now resonating at a much higher level. All you need to do now is level up the crystal and all your heroes will grow stronger. As you can see now, all of their names went to gold. So this is where the hero essence comes in. A lot of people always question why we stockpile 602 million hero essence. This is the exact reason. So right now everyone's at 240. Every sub-level it goes through increases your rating. As you can see, right now we're at 89.33. We press it once, 89.39. And then when you get here, this is where it takes hero essence again to go ahead and raise the level of the crystal. And anytime you raise the actual crystal level, it gives you a much higher buff. As you can see there, we're at 89.46. We're going to 905. So we will confirm level 241. Now, if you look, every single hero that I got went to 241, which will drop Strilda in there at 241. And then we will just continue to go through here. See how high we can get them. So I think we're going to be out of hero essence about this time, which we're very close. So we just spent our 40,000 essence, got to 242. And this is where, in my opinion, the late game to end game starts coming in is when you unlock the crystal because it just adds a ton of power to the heroes. Open 30 slots with the resonating crystal. So that gives us over 3,000 gems. We'll do one more quick summons here, and then we'll go ahead and we will look at the heroes and push into the campaign at this point. So as you can see here, everyone's got the gold names, and now they're at 242. So the whole team that I have is at 242, making them very, very powerful. So we were focusing on Gwyneth with the amplifying emblems, which were going to be a little bit shy. Her level 20 ability, she fires 2 arrows in quick succession when she or a nearby ally uses their ultimate ability. Very, very powerful with her plus 20 unlocked. Red chest, we are still going to focus on Lucius at this point. Removes the majority of enemy debuffs when it's used. So very, very cool to remove the debuffs as you get further in the game. Makes a very, very big difference. So we'll go ahead and use all of our chests. And these are the chests that we've actually been pulling from the current event that's going on right now. So we got almost a plus 30, and that does increase his haste, which is very, very good. All right, so let's see who else we can work on here. We do have a couple pieces of gear, so we'll swap this from the Graveborn, try to reset it. We only got 1 scroll at this point. I think we do have a couple stones as well, which we were very, very close. But I think I'm going to go with the Celestials just because we do have Taylene on this account. So even though it wasn't the one we were looking for, still swapped it out there. We do have T1 stone, so we got Wilder and Wilder, or I believe with Rose, same, we have Wilder and Wilder, so a lot of Wilder gear. So we'll go ahead with Rose, we'll strengthen this, which we just have 1 T-stone, which gives her a little bit more attack, a ton of defense, and a lot more hit points, which is awesome, increasing her survivability by a lot. Strength and gear will stay with continuing, which we have actually 2 T1 stones here. So we'll go for the weapon, which is fully maxed out, increasing her attack by a ton, as well as the armor because it is specific to the Lightbearers. So giving her the ability to do a lot more damage there. All right, so that'll conclude the team. As we see, working on Astrilda there. Very, very solid, 242. So this is the point where we start leveling up every single week with the Resonating Crystal. So we will go ahead and we will get into the campaign. We're on 24-36, hoping to make some solid progression here. Everybody being above 240, which is absolutely phenomenal. So as we go ahead and push the campaign, we're in 24-36. This was a stage that we were stuck at last time. So running our standard Lightbearer comp, it's going to be a very, very difficult stage because you have Golas, you have Savius, who does a ton of damage, Warwick, which you can't CC, and then Tassie, who is providing CC. As you can see here with Warwick, 3 teddy bears up, even an ult from Belinda didn't even take him to probably down about 25% life. So unfortunately, that is our first defeat here. And I'm thinking, because even with Savius, between Savius and Golas on the top, and with the Spider Queen doing CC, we're Lucius at 240 as just getting absolutely destroyed on the top as a tank. I think this is going to be a campaign stage. We're going to need a second tank. We'll go ahead and we'll give it our tries. We'll go ahead and swap in, I'm thinking Gwyneth for a little bit. Astrilda is not going to be strong enough at this point, but we might be able to get this down. This is just going to be one that is going to be RNG because, again, even Rowan with a stun there, we can't stun and we can't stop Warwick, which is why I built him on the Mauler account. Because if you can't CC him, which there we got the CC off, but didn't really make a difference because everyone was already dead at that point. So let's go ahead and swap Rose and Belinda up to the top. Hopefully they can get Golas down, which again with the CC banish. Folks is in the bottom doing quite a bit of damage, and we got a good stun there. And I noticed too that Falks' ultimate doesn't clear off the teddy bears and Warwick. It does clear off his shield, but it doesn't clear off the teddy bears that he builds up over time. All right. And as you can see, even with Falks here, is we didn't CC anyone. So either it missed or the CC went on Warwick, which I think is what happened. And since we can't CC Warwick, Falks is not doing much of anything in this campaign. So let me swap Rowan to the bottom, maybe Rowan up front tanking. And again, got absolutely destroyed by Warwick there. Yeah, we'll give this a couple more goes. And with our primary DPS Belinda being banished a majority of the time and the lack of CC here, we can't really mitigate the damage. And that's where, oh, this one will be close. Oh, Savvy's got her down. This is where I think a second tank, so essentially swapping Rose out at this point for a second tank, which we do not have built yet, which would be Astrilda going forward, but having that secondary tank to be able to hold the line a little bit, provide a little bit more defense for our team would be very, very key here. Even though Rowan is a great pseudo tank, let's go ahead and swap Gwyneth out. Even there, she gets absolutely destroyed. Because essentially trying to put Gwyneth in to mitigate the damage or create more damage instead of Belinda. Let's go ahead and put Falks up front. We'll see about the little bit of a dodge. And again, absolutely destroyed, even with a potion. A good stun there from Rowan, which didn't really seem to affect anybody at that point. Let's swap. I think I'd swap out Belinda in this point. Let's go with Rose, but I think Rose is going to go on Lucius, which could actually work out depending on the team comp, just for the extra shields. As long as we can get Gwyneth to get some arrows off and get some damage off, which unfortunately she died there again. But being able to carry a little bit of damage. So ideally Rose would go on Gwen and try to boost her damage there, but without Hendrik or Astrilda, it's very tough with Lucius to continue to have enough DPS to get these heroes down fast enough. It's kind of what we're looking. Because essentially Falks was banished, Gwyneth was banished, Belinda was banished. So a tough, tough combination. Which I look at some of these combinations, so we'll swap Belinda back in. And if we had an option to get Golas or Savius, I think we'd absolutely destroy the campaign with the team comps that some of the campaign stages use, because they are so, so powerful. So even at 242, we're not doing absolutely anything, which got pretty close there. If we could get lucky with some alts, it's down to just Savius and Tassie, which Savius is going to absolutely destroy us as always. All right, so that'll do it. Unfortunately, we went through about 40 tries in total. I did edit out quite a few, didn't make any progress, but we are over 240. So let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.